Hi, my name's Irrelevant. Hopefully it's not too blowy. But Drum Guy's back with more problems. Well, not really problems, just getting stuff done. He wants this light bar installed on his truck. Now, something like this should be pretty straightforward. And the only problem we're having is when we line up the mount here, if you see, the holes don't quite line up. And we don't want to damage the enamel on the bumper, so we don't want to make the holes different on the bumper. Fortunately, there appears to be just a little bit of relief in the mount itself. So I'm hoping if we, file this notch a bit wider, that's going to solve the problem. Hopefully the Dremel bit I have is going to do that. Oh yeah, this will work eventually. All right, let's start working on the other side. You know, I got bits of foam stuck to my jacket from another project the other day, drilling a hole through a door. And now I could have little metal shards. Little metal, oh, these are like iron filings. I could have used some of these for an experiment. Or no, they're aluminum. Don't want to burn that, actually. Aluminium. Aye! All right, what do we have here? They're not the roundest holes in the world, but so that's one side there. How's it look on the other side?
I think it's just gonna make it.
Oh, yeah, it might just make it. We're gonna have to grab ourselves a little bolt buddy and find out. Little bolt buddy, little bolt buddy. We're gonna need another little bolt buddy. Another little bolt buddy. No, we need a little bit more.
Well, I think it'll go.
We don't want to force it. You don't want to scratch the paint. Whatever, we'll do a little bit more.
Which side?
Well, let's see how this one looks. And I'll flip her. I think this one, but we might have to take a little touch off both. But we'll start with that one. Flip her. The part was starting to heat up, that's nice. And this bit's not getting completely full of aluminum chowder, that's also nice. There's a little bit in there. Aluminum can be annoying to work with because it's soft and it can gum up in your bits and whatnot. All right, so that's one bolt buddy. How's the other bolt buddy fit?
Beautiful.
Yeah? They're in.
They're in.
We're in. I'm going to have to get some ratcheting tools. Some ratcheting tools, so. Surprised this stuff hasn't froze up. So we're not sealing in schmoo, right? Oh yeah, polish your rod butt. Oh yeah, I gotta put on the little rubber feet first. Don't forget it to plug the crystals. Hey, the holes in the rubber feet do not line up with the holes we cut, but it's just rubber, so. Where's the nuts? I gotta find the right ratchet for this nuts. What's your guess? 12 mil?
Yeah, 12 or 13 probably.
Yeah, it's not 12. It's 13, sir. We've got stainless steel washers, so they're not gonna rust, right? Get that on there. Now, if we can have the nut fall out of our bit. Here, pass me that other nut. We're gonna have to find the one that just dropped. Thread it in. Make sure it's threading well before you try to drive her home. And because they're lock nuts, we gotta find something that's gonna go on the other side.
You seriously dropped it?
Yes, it appears I seriously dropped my nuts. I'm a big boy now. You know what though? This thing comes with 2 different mounting solutions. And the other mounting solutions comes with another set of hardware, and I believe they're the same nuts.
Well, grab another one and I'll keep looking for that.
I also need something to hold on to the other side. So what wrench goes on the other side? Ah, a 13. Yes. Oh, let's get another one in there. All right. Will this wrench fit on there? Except our bit just got pushed out. Might need a deeper socket. Ah, power tools are nice to have. Tight. tight. All right. There's some margin of adjustment on these things. This Allen key, you know, you could pivot it a little bit, but we're going straight for now. You can adjust it on its own. Now we start the hard part. Wiring this puppy up. It's pretty straightforward. They give you a complete wiring harness ready to go. No real connections you have to do. Sometimes that makes it more difficult if you have to run the wires through tight spots. The hardest part is going to be getting the switch on the inside of the cab. Now, the hole they make. The question is, do they make the hole big enough to fit the connector through? Yes, it looks like just. Well, you, sir, need to go figure out where you want to put that.
I already know where it's going.
Okay. Is your hood popped?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is going to be fun. Because we have to get in here. How many bolts do you think it takes to take this grill off?
Like, lots. It's a few, man. And there's clips that me and Joe already broke.
Oh, you've been inside that grill.
Yeah, we have.
And then we have another controversial situation. Hopefully this reaches. Oh, I could get it through here, and then, you know, it just kind of tucks under the bumper mount like this. That's the best thing I'm imagining right now. Well, I have an idea. Just need to find an opening that this connector is going to fit through. Are you opposed to it coming over? So the idea here is we go ahead and connect this buddy. Then we fish it through this seam. And then it pops in all underneath here till about there. And then we strap it to a grill piece here, and you're good. And I think that's going to be the least complicated way to do this. It might be out of harm's way there. Like that's going to be good, I think.
Okay.
Drum guy's a little bit fussy. Likes everything to be. What we need to be focusing on is finding a path through the firewall. There's this big rubber grommet here, but it's a tight fit. It's like I can barely push my finger through it, and it feels like the guy who installed the stereo system probably cut a bit of notch in it. The drum guy has drumsticks. Okay, where's that little rubber? There. Let's see if we can see that drumstick tip poking through. I hope those aren't good sticks. Go on now. Where are you? You see that? There's this rubber boot, and that power cable's coming through. And the installer made a hole. He's got to make a hole in that boot. That's the not fun part. It's like that's not easy to get at. Go look at that boot. Can you see the boot?
Yeah.
Do you see it pulsating?
Yeah.
Where was it pulsating?
To the left of that.
We got to put a hole in that boot. We got to put a hole in that boot. You think you can get in there with a knife? Reach in carefully. Wait, you can't reach down there? Here, you push on the stick. Yeah, go in there. You see that the drumstick?
See it?
Yeah. Okay, pull it back a half an inch. Now angle it towards the door and then push. Can you get it a bit more? Can you get it even a bit more? Okay, stop. Okay, hard push. It's just this last little split area. Okay, push. There, stop. Oh boy, hack job. I'll go look.
That's not too bad.
This is not doing the situation justice. But if you see, we pushed a drumstick through there. We pushed the drumstick until we saw the bulge in the boot. And then once we saw the bulge in the boot, we cut a slit and pushed it through. Now it's a question of attaching something to that drumstick, like a fish wire, pulling it back through.
Some tape here.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get our fingers down there to wrap it?
I got an idea.
Do you?
Why don't we drill a hole through the drumstick? Take the drumstick out, drill a hole in it, put the fucking wire in through the hole.
That could work. We have a plan. Means I gotta go outside and get more tools, eh, bud? So how big a hole are we talking here? Oh, it's gonna walk on you.
Bit's a little dull.
Or maybe the stick's right hard. All right, what do we got here? This wire through yet? Oh, there we go. Look at that. You know what this is? You know what this is? It's a fish stick. Okay, so I just kind of jammed it up like this. Pull it back a touch more. Just can't do anything with gloves on, eh? Can't do anything while seeing it. I gotta feel around for this guy. Oh, you're right there. All right, reef that frigger through.
Well, don't we need to connect the other wire first?
No, this is a fish line. We gotta pull it through, then connect that wire and pull it back this way.
Okay, pull it hard or slow?
Well, start off with both. Or hold on. Let me just see what we're dealing with here. Where's the switch wire? Because we have a problem of geometry where we've made such a tight hole. How are we getting that through there? Unless we disconnect the internal connectors themselves. Get your phone real quick. Take a picture of this so we can see the color codes. Okay, because there's little tabs in there, kind of like computer connectors that we could, and then we can pull these wires out of this connector. That'll make it a heck of a lot easier to get that bundle through that tight, I was gonna say a derogatory term, but I'll try to ease her through, yeah. There's gonna be resistance. You're gonna have to force it. There you go. Okay. Now you're gonna have to pull it until you can get the stick off.
Okay, so just pull one end?
Oh, you're gonna pull out the actual wire.
Yeah, like this.
Okay, yeah. I'm holding on to the good end. That's the wrong one. Try the other one. There you go. Now I need a small little pokey bits. No, I definitely need something smaller and more surgical than this. I'm gonna have to pop inside. Maybe do this at the workbench.
That can come out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we want to try to pull this whole thing through that tight hole. It's difficult. It's difficult. Okay, so we have to push these tabs back. They're springy, which means they just pop back into place after I push them back. So we gotta kind of pull this heat shrink back. Oh! That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, fortunately, we didn't break anything, so small victory. That guy got a bit twisted up there, but just force it. At the end of the day, sure. There. So when we're done, we'll be able to get that through the hole easy. And when we're done, we just install these back on there. Now before we go, what size is this? 772.
I think the lens is fogged up.
725. Yeah, that'll happen. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Haha. Now I literally pay to heat the out of jaws. Hand warmer. Doesn't feel as effective out here. I don't think it's going to be because it's trying to heat cold air. This might have not been the best idea. All right, well, we need a hole. So where do you want this thing?
Right here.
All right, well, take that bit and you do the honors. Pilot it first with the tiny bit that you just had in there. Also make sure that bit clears, right? Is there anything back there you're gonna hit?
It's 5/8. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to go to 3/4.
It's at least 3/4. So go to at least 3/4 and then try to fish it through. All right, fisherman, do your thing. No? No, gotta go up one more?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, go up one more then. Ugh. So cold.
That's it.
Yeah, you got it.
Maybe I should put it in straight.
We all know you're a little bit crooked.
All right.
Did it clip good?
Yep.
Yeah, now we just have to tape something smooth on the end of that wire. After a word from these sponsors. Holy frick. My hands are not used to this. I'm a northern boy, but you swear I belong in Arizona. Ye old workshop shed's finally starting to come in handy because we can pop in there where it's heat, warm ourselves up real quick. So we need this tape. Is this tape gonna work in this weather even? That first little bit's brittle already. Okay, so the first thing we have to make sure we route this fish line. Yeah, see, if we just did this, it would get stuck up all in a bunch of grill. Okay, so we have a brake pedal here. Tack it up with this diagnostic line. And yeah, have it come up, down, around. And then we need the fish line to come around. Oi, it's hung up on the paddle. All right, something to that effect. The tape gets instantly brittle. I didn't really show the routing of this, but you know, use your common sense. If you can't figure out the routing, you probably shouldn't be attempting a job like this to begin with. Try to keep it away from moving parts. All right. Oh, this is where it gets tricky. This is where it's like, are we gonna be doing this once? Or are we gonna be doing this twice? Now I'll make sure it's not hung up. Oh, crap. That's exactly what's going on. It got hung up around the gas pedal. Okay, do you got it? No. Oh, I thought you were over there. Pull, 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 pull. You should see it now.
Yeah, we got her.
Okay, stop. Pull a touch more. Stop. All right, that's about all the free slack we're gonna want there. So we're done inside now. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Why is this more slippery than it was before?
Fuck.
The question now, Lens, if we install this wiring harness, are we gonna be able to get the switch line all the way over here? Because that's the problem that we're seeing here. The battery is so far to this side, these wires gotta reach the battery. This thing's gotta just tack on here somewhere, hard mount. And this guy is just barely gonna make it. You know, by the time you're done with this machine, everything's just gonna be zapped onto everything. Just zap straps everywhere, bitch. Zap straps everywhere. Ho ho. You know what? I think you're in luck. My hands are getting filth and frozen. I cannot feel the end of the tape, sir. Oh boy. I can't feel my fingers right now. And I don't like it. One of these days, we'll get this piece of tape off and we'll be able to continue. All right, where are we here? Now, I just need to pull these bits out. Tab up, white, blue, black means tab down, black, blue, white. And then we connect these. Oh, assuming one of them isn't horribly bent. Come on, big money. Oh, there we go. We're switched. It's just gonna be a case of putting all sorts of cable ties, right? Hoping none of these things were touch and create heat. Oh, well, he's over there zipping buddies. I'm gonna be over here. So one of the first things I wanna do is I wanna pull the fuse out of this guy so that when we electrify it, it doesn't shock down the line. We need to find a place to mount this end. I'm thinking this little screw on this fan bit is gonna work. That's like what, a 6 mil? Holy jeez. The racheta that's small. No, it does not. I have to find some other place to mount it. Oh geez, this thing's freezing. Get it out of my hand. Oh, there's a ground mount point right there. This guy is gonna double back around to whatever mounting solution secures that. Gotta make sure these don't tangle on the way in. Oof, I meant to make this go under this bar. That's not happening now. I guess I'll strap it to the bar now. Kind of like that. It's not like you don't have to take this bar out before you can mount the battery, so I guess you're gonna have extra steps if you have to replace the battery in this thing. So I might have to pull half this shit out. Unless we don't even screw the relay down. We just make the relay part of this bundle. That's part of what I'm thinking. Let's just get this done, and then we'll make it nicer in the summer when we're not friggin' freezing our arses.
Want his abs strapped that?
Yeah, I need 2 of them. So we're gonna have a floating relay for now, yeah. So we're generally gonna put more straps than we need here. Not too worried about that. So what I am worried about is some sort of anchor point. See, I'm hoping to find something loopy there. Because this guy, you know? Okay, well, we'll get the wiring connected and then we'll worry about that. So we have a nut here holding a lot in place. And that looks something like a 14 mil. Yeah, 14 will do. Oh no, just don't take the whole battery off. Okay, apparently it wants to take the whole battery terminal off. What's that bigger one? 17 mil? Nope, joke's on me. None of these are mil. Your battery connector's loose. Okay, here's the 19 mil. I knew I had some wrenches in here. Oh boy, this wrench is frozen. All right, big money, big money. Yes, we're 19 mil. Not something you want to do, dropping a wrench on a battery. Breakfast of champions. And this angle's dumb. There we go. Oh, it's just a little fork connection they had on there. Oh, hold on. Reverse your tool, bud. Hey, you freaking stereo. It's a shocker. Okay, that's on. Now we have to find a ground point, which is pretty much, we just take the other end of this guy and we attach her somewhere like here or here. I'm opting for this front one because it doesn't have a huge wire on it, which means it's probably safer to screw with. 10 mil. Did GM go metric? What do you think? Yeah, they probably did go metric because everything's made in China now. All right, here's hoping we don't have explosions.
Sounds great.
It's the sound of power. Okay. Ease it out. Ease our connector bit in. Come on. Okay. Rotate. Find your hole. All right. Now where's our little fuse friend? Which pocket did I put him in? Wonder if I lost the fuse pulling my gloves out of my pocket.
Oh, here we go.
Good thing I have some inside, right? Yeah, this pocket is definitely empty. This pocket has keys in it. It's tricky because you can't, there's the fuse. You can't identify anything by feel anymore. You can't even identify how tight you're holding your things. Is your switch in the off position? All right, put the fuse into place. All right now. Hey, that's a hair trigger, bud. Look at that thing. Too focused. I wish it was more of a flood.
Oh, it's pretty close. I mean, if you even look at the trees back there, that's pretty lit up.
She is working. Oh, oh boy. That is, that's pretty sweet. That's some brightness du fromage right there. Oh yeah. My studio lamp doesn't even seem that bright to me anymore. She works. The only thing is where that switch is, you're probably gonna wanna, you might bump it with your knee. You might have to replace that switch later with one of those ones with the little, you know, aircraft toggle with the cover on it.
Yeah, can you do that?
Oh, eventually. In the summer though. I think this is about all of the winter work that I wanna do by choice. I'm an indoor cat. Came to my nice warm workshop. Just wanna drop this down, just all down, real good, all real good. We're just trying to get a bit of torque on this assembly so it doesn't slip around as much. That should be okay there. That should be okay there. So it's not the prettiest job in the world, but we did manage to get it up through here. You know, snap her right there. This bundles on this beam bar is gonna make replacing the battery a pain in the arse, but you know, fuse is there, onto the battery terminal, ground point hiding in there. Then, you know, fed that all along there. But yeah, that is install of a light bar on a something GMC van in a Northern Ontario winter, snowless winter. We don't get snow till January. I can't feel my hands, and we'll clean this up in the summer when we can think better, work more fluently. In the meantime, I do think we're done here. You happy?
Okay.
You happy?
Click.
Finally got it done?
Click.
It's not even that late. It's only 5:30 p.m. It feels like we're working in the night. Who are these crazy people working in the night? It's only 5:30. What are you trying to do?